Hello, Northwest Georgia. Welcome to Your Weather on North Georgia Television. Today will be sunny skies. The high will be around 82 and an overnight low of 57. Winds are light and variable. And now for a look around the region. Calhoun at 61 this morning. Expect a midday temp of 73. Will be sunny skies and a high of 80. Chatsworth starting at 61 and sunny. 73 at midday. A high of 79. Chickamauga has 61 this morning with sunny skies. Expect a midday temp of 72. 80 for the high in the evening. Cohutta, 60 and sunshine, 70 at noon, then 79 for the high in the evening. Dalton, starting at 61 and sunny, 72 at noon, a high of around 80. Fairmount, 62 this morning, generally sunny, 72 at noon, and a high of 80 in the evening. Fort Oglethorpe at 62 this morning and sunshine, at noon up to 72, 80 in the evening. Lafayette had 61 this morning for the afternoon, up to 72 by midday, 80 is the expected afternoon high. Ringgold, 61 this morning and sunny skies in the afternoon, around 71, high of 80 in the evening. And now for your 7-day forecast. Saturday, partly cloudy, a high of 87 and an overnight low of 65. Sunday, partly cloudy, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, and a high of 89. Monday, mixed clouds and sunshine with scattered thunderstorms, a high of 88, and chance of rain is at 50%. Tuesday, scattered thunderstorms, high around 83. Wednesday, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms, a high of 84, and chance of rain is at 50%. Thursday, mixed clouds and sunshine with scattered thunderstorms, a high of 85, and chance of rain is at 50%. And Friday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, high near 85, winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, and chance of rain is at 50%. And that is your weather forecast. Whatever the weather, North Georgia Television hopes you have a blessed and beautiful day. And now for the local obituaries. Mr. Maurice Demario Akoff, age 36. Maurice Akoff of Canton, Georgia, passed away Tuesday, June 4th. Funeral service will be Saturday, June 15th at 2 p.m. at the Mount Zion Baptist Church, Lafayette, Georgia, with Pastor Reuben M. Taylor and other ministers officiating. The family will receive friends at the church 1 hour before the service. Interment at Naomi Cemetery. Senor Alfredo Torres Zavala, age 53. Senor Alfredo Torres of Dalton, Georgia, passed away on Monday, June 10th. Funeral service will be on Thursday, June 13th at 12 p.m. noon at St. Joseph Catholic Church, Dalton, Georgia, with Father Duvon Gonzalez officiating. Visitation will be at the funeral home on Thursday and Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. Joe Todd, age 65. Joe Todd of Cohutta, Georgia, passed away unexpectedly on Monday, June 10th. A funeral service to celebrate the life of Joe Todd will be held at 2 p.m. Monday, June 17th at the Chapel of Dalton Funeral Home. Charles V. Oliver, age 88. Charles Oliver of Flintstone went home to be with the Lord on Monday, June 10th. Funeral service will be held 8:45 a.m. Friday with Pastor Terry Burns officiating. Interment will follow at the Chattanooga National Cemetery. Arrangements by Heritage Funeral Home, Battlefield Parkway. Kingsley Blackman, age 88. Kingsley Blackman of Calhoun passed away on Monday, June 10th at his residence. The celebration of life will be held on Friday, June 14th at 1 p.m. at the Georgia Cumberland Academy Seventh-day Adventist Church with Pastor Greg Hudson officiating. Thomas Funeral Home oversees these arrangements. Mr. Charles Anthony Tony Stewart, age 58. Charles Stewart of Chatsworth passed away at his residence Tuesday, June 11th. Arrangements are incomplete and will be announced later by Sean Chapman Funeral Home of Chatsworth. Betty Ruth Byers, age 84. Betty Byers of Dalton, Georgia, passed away Tuesday, June 11th. At her residence, a funeral service to celebrate the life of Miss Byers will be held at 2 p.m. Friday, June 14th at the Chapel of Dalton Funeral Home with Bro Neil Ridley and Reverend Larry Morgan officiating. Juanita Mildred Smith, age 89. Juanita Smith went home to be with the Lord Tuesday, June 11th. Services will be held 11 a.m. Saturday in the Funeral Home Chapel. A private interment will take place at Anderson Cemetery in Ringgold, Georgia. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service on Saturday. Gladys Gertrude Durham Wape, age 82. Gladys of Rossville passed away on Wednesday, June 12th. The service will be held at 1 p.m. on Friday, June 14th. Sonora Maria Nito de Carrillo. Sonora Maria de Carrillo of Dalton, Georgia, passed away Thursday, June 13th. Arrangements will be made later by Willis Funeral Home. And those are your local obituaries. Stay tuned for your local news.
Good morning, Northwest Georgia. My name is Adam Scott.
And I'm Aaron Scott.
We're your news covering Whitfield, Murray, Gordon, Walker, and Catoosa counties. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the news today, Georgia governor sets economic development trip to South Korea. Georgia parole board to consider clemency for man on death row. Georgia carjackers attack foiled by their bickering. Entertainer John Legend talks boycotting Atlanta film industry. Bobcat believed to be stolen could be in danger. Tin Man found stranded on an island with a bottle of rum, arrested. Agencies in Hamilton County working together to battle opioid crisis.
First up in the news today, Governor Brian Kemp announced plans Wednesday for an economic development trip to South Korea, his first overseas trip as governor. Kemp said the trip will include 4 days of business meetings with existing partners and companies considering investing in Georgia, as well as meeting with the country's Prime Minister, Lee Nak-yeon. The trip is scheduled to take place from June 22nd through June 28th. Kemp said Georgia is already home to at least 113 Korean facilities providing jobs for more than 9,000 Georgians. He's hoping to continue to grow the relationship. One high-profile Korean company that has invested in Georgia is automaker Kia, which has a sprawling manufacturing plant in West Point, Georgia, roughly 30 miles north of Columbus. Representatives from Georgia's Department of Economic Development will join the trip. Our state has received over $2 billion of investment from Korean companies in just the last 12 months. Kemp said at a news conference on Wednesday, these businesses choices, Georgia, because of unmatched workforce, our top-notch business climate, and our culture of being a welcome and eager partner to create jobs, spur investments, and be a great place to do business. I know that we are just getting started on these efforts. Commissioner Pat Wilson of the Georgia Department of Economic Development said in a statement that the trip would help create new relationships, build on existing partnerships, and continue the momentum we haven't seen in recent years. And that's exciting.
It is. I mean, anything to make our little economy flourish.
And we're bringing more jobs. That's great for people.
Yeah, can't hate it. Next up, Georgia's parole board has set a hearing to consider whether to grant clemency to a man who is scheduled to be executed later this month in the killing of an off-duty prison guard more than 2 decades ago. Marion Wilson Jr. is scheduled to die on June 20th at the state prison in Jackson. Wilson and Robert Earl Butts Jr. were convicted of murder and sentenced to death in March 1996, slaying of Donovan Corey Parks. Butts was executed last year. The State Board of Pardons and Paroles has scheduled a closed-door clemency hearing for the 42-year-old Wilson on June 19th. The parole board is the only authority in Georgia that can commute a death sentence. Wilson would be the second prisoner to be put to death by Georgia this year.
And these things, like, they're starting to add up, all these crimes.
They are.
Everything's getting worse.
Everything is getting worse, you know, and it seems like we're going down into an abyss, but it seems like if people knew that there was such things as death penalty, they wouldn't do these kind of things because life is truly the most valuable thing we have.
No, it very much so is. Next up, authorities in Georgia say they're searching for 3 argumentative assailants who attempted carjacking of a 50-year-old man. He was foiled by their bickering. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports that the Cobb County Police say the man was ordered out of his car at gunpoint on Sunday when a second assailant slapped the gun from his accomplice's hands, saying, "I told you not to pull the gun out." The police report says a third assailant then appeared, and he was grabbed, beaten, and slashed by all 3 of them. But then they kept arguing, and the driver managed to flee. He told police they were still arguing about not wanting his Android phone as he ran, and they ultimately left without stealing his car, so he got back and drove himself to the hospital. And again, another crazy story on this Friday morning.
So you're telling me that there was 1 man versus 3 cops, 3 police officers?
Not officers, assailants.
Oh, assailants. Oh my goodness. Things are getting out of hand.
They are.
Truly. Next up, John Legend is the latest entertainer to speak out on Georgia's ban law. Legend says Hollywood should consider boycotting Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama, and other states that pass this restrictive abortion law. Legend admits he's not sure if a boycott would be successful, but says it's a conversation that needs to be had, particularly when these studios are hiring people and bringing people to the state and saying, "Come work with us here in this state. But if you get pregnant there, you're going to be treated like a second-class citizen." That's a tough conversation to have with your staff, and so I think hopefully the pressure that the studios are putting on to help Georgia and other states see the error of their ways. He added, "I don't know that it will definitely work, but I know that money talks." Louisiana, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Ohio have enacted bills barring abortion once there's a detectable fetal heartbeat as early as the 6th week of pregnancy. Missouri's governor signed a bill last month approving an 8-week ban on abortion, with exceptions only for medical emergencies. Alabama's gone even further, outlawing virtually all abortions, even in cases of rape or incest. None of the bans have taken effect, and all are expected to face legal challenges. Netflix and other major Hollywood industries have said they are reevaluating filming in Georgia if its abortion law goes into effect. Legend, who has 2 children with wife and model Chrissy Teigen, said the idea that any state would get involved in making a reproductive decision for a woman is just unconsensible to me. There's no way we can have equality in any other realm if women don't have the ability to make these kinds of decisions on their own without the state getting involved. Legend said in an interview Monday while promoting a Pampers campaign to install baby changing tables in the men's rooms. The Grammy, Oscar, Tony, and Emmy winner added that people from Hollywood to small towns need to get involved. It's a grassroots thing where people let their politicians know what they think about these laws and what they think about the idea of women having freedom to make decisions about their bodies. And when they want to have kids, he said, the bottom line is we need to respect women and let women make their own decisions. And you know what? I really like where this guy's coming from.
Well, I understand as well, but like you said, money talks, and the billions of dollars that all these investors have dumped into these studios already, they're not going away. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, by no means do I think that anyone's going to pull out, mostly due to tax purposes.
Exactly that. Next up, officials at Chattanooga Nature Center say someone stole their bobcat Evie. They think she was taken for the illegal exotic pet trade. According to the Reflection writing at Batraman Nature Center, President Mark McKnight It happened sometime after their regular staff left for the day Monday and before dawn Tuesday morning. McKnight says it appears that the thieves also tried to steal their bald eagle before attempting to steal Evie, but were unsuccessful, and the eagle is uninjured. The Nature Center is offering a $500 reward for information leading to Evie's return. Reflection Riding Wildlife Director Tish Galmard says Evie is 3 years old, and the center has had her for 2 years. Tish says Evie was found as a young kitten, and the person tried to rehabilitate her and her sibling. It got to be more than they could handle, and the person surrounded her to a rehab facility that they sent Evie to Reflection Riding. According to McKnight, bobcats are solitary and normally don't approach people. Evie, however, is not releasable and habituated to people. She's not a domestic animal and thought she's been imprinted on humans. She doesn't behave like a house cat, and officials say she is not suitable as a pet. The center says while they believe Evie was stolen, they're concerned someone might try to release her. Officials say Evie's very survival is at stake. It's very upsetting, says Tish, because she is safe in our care. She is not safe in the wild. She doesn't possess the skills that she needs to survive in the wild. Holding wildlife, such as a bobcat in captivity, is illegal under Tennessee law, but has become a popular problem in the exotic animal trade. Reflection Riding has filed a police report and is talking with the regulating bodies like the Native Park Service. They say that they have some video and photo evidence and are hoping it will end up bringing back Evie. Our only suitable home is back in captivity with us, says McKnight in a statement. Our bobcat is a wonderful addition to our animal ambassador team, and our staff has spent countless hours working with her. If you have any information on who may have taken her, or if you have seen a bobcat, please contact Evie's caretaker, Taylor Berry, at 423-309-9969. Tish says if anyone is in Lookout Valley sees a bobcat, they need to call the Nature Center. If the thieves let Evie go into the wild, she's likely still in that area. Tish says if you see Evie, do not try to catch her, entice her, or corner her, but call Reflection Riding.
Wow, another one.
I mean, who needs a bobcat, you know?
Not me, for sure. Next up, 2 men stranded on a Tennessee island were arrested after they were found with a bottle of rum. According to the arrest from the Knox County Sheriff's Office, officers responded to a call of shots fired near the 3000 block of Grelmany-Maloney Road home late Monday night. Officers responded and found there were 2 men trapped on an island owned by the TVA. Bradford Thacker and John Maxey were reportedly stranded after another party had left with the boat, leaving the men on their own. The Knox County Rescue Squad responded by boat where they made contact with the men. Police say both men had red bloodshot eyes and smelled of alcohol. Officers found shotgun shells on the island near the men, along with a large bottle of Captain Morgan. Considered to be a danger to themselves and to others, the men were arrested and charged with public intoxication.
There goes another one. Next up, after recent overdose deaths in Hamilton County, different agencies are coming together to figure out what they can do about the opioid crisis. Inside the Hamilton County Coalition, they're gearing up to provide adverse training. We work to prevent opioid overdose deaths and also just to increase information about opioids and the dangers that they can exist. With the Hamilton County Coalition, they're coordinating a rapid response to the opioid epidemic after recent overdose deaths. Right now, with the crisis that we had yesterday, we are focused on trying to locate the survivors of the overdoses as well as their families and see if we can get them help. The program coordinator on START, officers with the Chattanooga Police Department responded to 4 overdose deaths from Monday to Tuesday. Toxicology results are pending. Investigators say preliminary tests indicate it's an opiate-based substance.
Paul, the executive director of CADAS, says he is thinking of the families. There's just a tremendous amount of sadness that comes along with any person that succumbs to an addiction and ends up overdosing and dying. The second question we always ask is why? What could we do differently? What could we do better? Detective Marty Dunn with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office is also reacting to this situation. Anytime we see a large amount of overdoses like this, the first thing that comes to mind is obviously there are bad drugs. Bad narcotics have been brought into the area and it is infecting our community. Affecting them in a bad way, but it is infecting them also. Detective Dunn said different agencies work to figure out if certain cases are related. Where you think there could be a relation to multiple overdoses to maybe the same drug dealer, we work together to try and find who is dealing with that particular drug and prosecute them. Back at the coalition this week, they'll be offering several trainings and handing out free naloxone to combat this problem. There will be reversal trainings on Thursday at 3 p.m. and on Friday at 10 a.m. at the Hamilton County Coalition office. And you know what, this just boils down again, there's an opioid crisis.
There's a huge opioid crisis, and I personally think how we're going to deal with this is the legalization of recreational marijuana.
I also believe that it's the only suitable replacement that covers as many needs as an opium covers.
Well, it does that as well.
It's a fact.
Now for upcoming and area events. Walker and Catoosa counties are holding their annual Battle of the Badges drive to benefit blood assurance. Today is the final day to participate in the drive by giving at the Fort Oglethorpe Blood Assurance Office. A Battle of the Badges t-shirt will be given to all donors who participate. Then we have all are invited to the inaugural Shakespeare in Burr Park in historic downtown Dalton. The Conasauga Shakespeare Coalition and the Creative Arts Guild have teamed up to offer Henry V tomorrow at 8 p.m., Saturday and 8 p.m. again. And again next Thursday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Supported by lifelong theater advocate and lover G.M. Burr, directed by Lane Davis, and featuring several professional actors as well as many familiar local faces. The event is free and open to the public. Bring your blankets, chairs, and picnics. Beer and wine will be available for purchase on site. For more information, visit the Creative Arts Guild website or call 706-278-0168.
With Father's Day coming up this weekend, Dalton Ghost Tours is offering free tours to all fathers today and Saturday, June 15th. That's right, all dads admitted free on Father's Day weekend. Embark on a 90-minute exploration of Dalton's legendary past and Haunted Present with Connie Hall Scott, the author of Haunted Dalton, Georgia. The Ghost Walk begins and ends at the Wooden Deck across from the Wink Theater on West Crawford Street at 7 p.m. Tickets for all non-dads is $15, $10 for children under 12. For more information, visit Dalton Ghost Tours on Facebook or call 706-809-0518. And after that, Divorce Southern Style opened last weekend at Dalton Little Theater and will continue with more shows through Sunday. Written by Jennifer Jarrett, directed by Ronald King, and produced through a special arrangement with Dramaticist Play Service. Divorce Southern Style is a fast-paced, wildly funny farce centering on the zany schemes of a middle-aged divorcee who decides that time is ripe to get back together with her ex-husband. Divorced for 15 years and running low on cash, Eleanor Bander decides reconciliation with her ex-husband, whose second wife died the year before, is her best hope. To lure him within striking range, she tells him that their daughter is about to be married, hinting that this is a forced situation, when the truth is that the daughter is merely engaged again, for the 5th time, to her long-standing fiancé. The ex-husband, Walter, not only arrives, but brings along his current flame, a former classmate who was Eleanor's competition from high school days. As the plot thickens, which it does with growing hilarity, Eleanor's friends and neighbors become involved in the action, culminating in a surprise party where the truth at last comes out, but Walter is prepared to forgive and forget, and falls easily into Eleanor's trap, so easily, in fact, that Eleanor, the one who now has second thoughts, deciding that it is better, after all, to stay single and broke than to resume bickering that drove her away from Walter in the first place. For more information or to purchase tickets, go to www.daltonlittletheater.com.
Next up, we have Keep Dalton Whitfield Beautiful invites everyone to join them for the next Turn Up Cleanup on June 28th at 6:30 p.m. They will be meeting at the Burr Performing Arts Park in downtown Dalton, help clean up downtown, and then celebrate with music by Jerry Navarro's Old School Motown Review for free. Afterwards, the Dalton Whitfield Solid Waste Authority will be making guitar picks and instruments out of recycled materials. And then at the Friendship House 2019 Music Festival is set for Saturday, August 24th from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Jupiter Coyote will be heading this year, this area's largest music festival on the Shaw Industry stage at Dalton Green. Cynthia Wilson, Will and Miss, the public is invited to experience a variety of music genres. There will be trucks, beverages, and activities for all ages. Dalton Green is located at 117 North Selvage Street in downtown Dalton, and it looks like we're running out of time here this morning.
It does. There's a lot of interesting things going on in the community, actually. A lot of crazy people, for sure.
There is, for sure. We thank you for tuning in here at Northwest Georgia Television News this morning. I'm Aaron Scott.
And I'm Adam Scott. And remember, guys,
stay classy.
With VidLink, we're taking TV, streaming, and video to the next level with one simple app.
Having all the channels in HD is a huge plus. The quality of the picture on each channel is untouched by anything on the market right now. I would highly recommend VidLink to all my friends.
One thing I love about VidLink is the restart feature. If I turn on the TV and it's 10 minutes into a show, I just hit that restart button and I get to watch the whole thing.
Contact us today to learn how you can get linked.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com, Lifestyles for Women.
While the word cancer can strike fear at the deepest level of our souls, in the case of skin cancer, the prognosis is very good. Basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas are the most common and are not normally included in cancer statistics.
Our office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of skin cancer.
If you're concerned about a mole or freckle that may be changing, give us a call. Most treatments can be performed in our office in about 15 minutes with very little discomfort.
I am Ron McKinney, pastor of Kinsey Drive Baptist Church in Dalton, Georgia. KDBC has been the birthplace of several Christian organizations. It was the birthplace of Christian Heritage School 30 years ago, and through the Academy of Fine Arts, L'Abri Symphonic Orchestra was founded by KDBC members Gene and Betty Lindauer. The ministry of KDBC reaches around the world with the missions of To Every Tribe Ministry, and I was a founding member of North Georgia Fellowship of Christian Athletes in 1992. Majesty is the longest running television program on North Georgia television. For 28 years, we have faithfully proclaimed the doctrines of grace. Kinsey Drive Baptist Church welcomes you to visit at 2626 Kinsey Drive on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Our website is kinseydrivebaptistchurch.com. To God be all the glory.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Hi guys, I'm Connie Hall Scott, and my show, The Talk with Connie, is right here on North Georgia Television, and I hope you'll join me and my very, very interesting guests as we dish on, well, just about everything. Meet local and regional entertainers, newsmakers, motivators, and all kinds of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Enjoy man-on-the-street interviews, hot topic discussions, and even the occasional game or prank. It's all about community and getting to know each other. My goal is to entertain, educate, and stimulate, so join the talk for a new episode every week.
Georgia is now a hands-free state. That means you can't have a phone in your hand or supported by your body if you want to talk on your phone while driving. Even with hands-free, text messages, emails, and social media are still against the law. Parking your phone while your car is in drive could save lives, maybe even yours. For more information, go to headsupgeorgia.com.
A Level 3 neonatal intensive care unit.
An accredited chest pain center.
Advanced imaging.
Comprehensive and convenient medical care.
The #1 hospital in Northwest Georgia, Chattanooga, for overall hospital care.
Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is here, meeting your health needs with compassion, healing, and excellence.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.